Tyrion Lannister, the smartest person in whatever room he walks in. But it still isn't enough to fix what he feels about himself. Hi everyone, I'm Navya Puri and I'm a clinical psychologist, and today we'll be doing the personality analysis of my favorite character, Tyrion Lannister.
I drink and I know things.
We're going to look at him through two lenses: the big five, the traits that everybody can observe, and through MCMI, basically the why underneath those traits. So, this is not a diagnostic video. I am not diagnosing Tyrion Lannister. This is just for identifying pattern recognition, personality pattern recognition in TV characters, and is for educational purposes only. So when we talk about openness, I would rate him 9 out of 10. And voracious leader. He's genuinely curious about the systems, how the system works. He wants to know. He wants to know about finance, warfare, politics, and he is comfortable with unconventional allies as well.
Cut you in half. You'll do without a second thought.
That would make me the quarterman. Just doesn't have the same ring to it.
That others dismiss. So he's very open. I would say that I would rate him a 9 out of 10 when it comes to openness. When it comes to extraversion, although,
My brother has his sword, and I have my mind, and a mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone.
so Tyrion often holds court. He doesn't pull back. But here's a twist that what I have observed, it is more performative. His social dominance is of looks very classy, extroverted energy, but it's slightly compensatory, like status anxiety from family rejection and not genuine connection with people. Uh, just for merely the social norms in order to operate and bounce within the reputed families of Westeros. So I would rate extroversion 7 out of 10. Again, because we can see that he is extroverted, but again, it's performative. It's for other people, not much so for himself. We can see that Tyrion is truly himself when he is around the people that he like Bronn or Jaime or Podrick. So he's much more himself then. And if you notice Tyrion closely, he's not the same person when it comes to maybe Cersei or maybe Tywin, Varys even. So he's quite different around them. Again, the extroversion is there, but it's performative. So that's why 7 out of 10. When we talk about consciousness, I would say 6 out of 10. He is strategically sharp under pressure, definitely. From the Blackwater war, the one that took between with Stannis's army. So he was very strategic about it, definitely. But personally, undisciplined, drinking, impulsive behavior, and especially when emotionally wounded. We can tell that from what he did to Tywin and Shay. He was so emotionally hurt by that incident, and rightly so. But the impulsive decision that he took costed him a lot, costed him his brother. Because again, sharp and witty, he can take strategic decisions, but he is very impulsive and at times not able to control himself.
Talking to a king!
And now I've struck a king.
Agreeableness, he's genuinely compassionate towards the powerless people, the common people in Flea Bottom, and how he tries to educate Joffrey for them, although again impulsive, but he's sharp and cutting towards anybody that he reads as a threat. So I would say when it comes to agreeableness, it would be 6 out of 10. He was often trying to protect Sansa many a times, but when needed, he would give cutting and witty remarks to Sansa, Joffrey, or anybody so, even the Hound.
So clever with your schemes and your plots.
Schemes and plots are the same thing.
When we talk about neuroticism, I would say an 8 out of 10. He is high on neuroticism. There's chronic self-loathing, hypervigilance to rejection, and unlike Snow's quiet brooding, which he does, like it or not, believe it or not, but his reaction is very visible and he's very reactive. So I would say 8 out of 10 when it comes to neuroticism. So the lesson here is that loud and witty does not always mean extroverted. Sometimes it's an armor. Now that we have seen what kind of armor Tyrion Lannister has, now Big Five will tell you about what he does, not about why he does it. And it can't explain why someone this capable still moves through the world braced for rejection. For that, we will need to look at the personality patterns and not just the traits. For Tyrion, I would say that he would score high on the narcissistic personality scale. And again, the narcissism is compensatory. As I said before, when we were talking about openness and extroversion, so here's the pattern: if he insults himself first, no one else can hurt him again. His wit isn't just his charm, as I said, that it's an armor, and the compensatory grandiosity built on a self image of his own family. For years and years, his family has tried to tear him down, his father, his sister, even probably his house as well. So the compensatory narcissism is built on top of that. The compensatory grandiosity is built on top of that as a defense, as an armor. So yes, he is high on narcissistic traits. He does believe in his capabilities, but he also uses it. He also uses it as witty remarks for himself. So this is the part that hits: being competent, being needed, being brilliant, and still not feeling worthy. External validation and internal self worth don't always talk to each other. I would also say that Tyrion also shows avoidant features. So, underneath the wit, there is an avoiding pattern and chronic anticipation of rejection. So, he gets there first, and the self depreciation isn't being humble, it's more protective. Remember the 7 out of 10 rating that I gave for extroversion earlier when we were discussing the big five traits? So, this is why it's performed. He being the funny one at every party and going back home and feeling extremely empty. That's not extroversion. That's exhaustion wearing the clothes of extroversion. The trait profile, the big five trait profile, isn't separate from the deeper pattern. It is the surface expression of it, and the big five shows you the shape, while the MCMI it shows you what is holding that shape together. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and comment. Comment below which character would you like me to do next. Also, follow Therapy Wali on Instagram.